Let's try this again. Part 2. Oh, man. Sorry about that. I had the EKG coming in, and it's getting dark here. Might have to hook up the mic. I might have to maybe hook up my other camera. Oh, no, we'll find out. So, for those who are interested to know, we got ourselves a 9 months period between after I leave here until the next time I come up here. Then in that meantime, in that process time, they're going to tell me whether or not I have the placebo or not, and what it's benefiting. What am I benefiting from it? Which is always a good thing. The last blood draw won't be until 3:30. So. Other than that, I just IV'd up, just hanging out, sitting back, relaxing, all cool. Let's see here. Can I? If I do this, if I do this, if I do this. No, I didn't think so. Never mind. Never mind. Try this. Remove that. Yeah, so that's what today's all about. We're just doing this blood work and stuff like that, so they can figure out what this medicine's doing, if it's doing anything. How you like me now? Let me see something here. Let me see if the audio is working, the microphone's working. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. This is why I don't live stream too often. Oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, hopefully I'll get all the information I need from this blood work, figure out if this medicine for AMN is working. They're gonna let me know whether or not I'm on placebo or I was on the placebo or not during the first 2 years. And I guess the way I look at it is hopefully it's a way to move forward and get a cure out there or something. Let me go to this channel. Hope everyone's getting, huh? Oh, whoopsies. Oh man. Oh no. Oh shit. Oops. Just responding to a couple things on who the why spamming. I hate spamming when it comes to YouTube. People just say, hey, check this out, do this thing, blah blah blah. And apparently people dancing in the halls. You know what's really neat up here? I will say this. I learned this today. Um, they're doing not just ALD study at this facility, but they're doing COVID stuff. They're doing. I think she said they got the first vaccines either from Johnson and Johnson or from Pfizer here, and they're testing that on patients. So that's really cool. Um, so I mean, this place is doing a lot more than just me. Well, this is a lonely one-person conversation. But I can do it though. I can sit there and talk to myself. I do it all the time. Let's see here. Bills will be ringing. I hated that I had to close the last one because, but what are you gonna do? And I had the EKG done. So I'm hoping. My hope is that whatever comes out of this, the study, it can pave a way for the young ones that might need this, or the moms or the parents or the people that might need it. Um, it's funny because you commit to something, you do something, and then you get like all these pressures, and you're like, is it worth it? Is it, you think about backing out. And glad I have it. Really glad I haven't thought of it, but glad I have it. Um, but see what this blood work does. See what the medication they want me to stay on or do or whatever adjusts or change. In the meantime, I just sit here for another hour and a half, roughly. Then I go home. It was a nice train ride on the way up. Although I got up really, really, really early. Um, but yeah, I got to the train station, got on the train. I got here actually earlier than what the on-site prediction was supposed to be. Like like you go on the train's website, and then I was gonna walk. I was gonna walk from South Station to here to Mass General, but I I got outside and saw that it was 22, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna walk. Took an Uber. Now I gotta figure out my way home because I think there's two trains leaving here, going home, and depending on what time I get out of here, it will determine what time I take the train back. Um, It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close because I think the first train leaves at 4. Yeah, I think it's 4 o'clock, and it takes about roughly 20 minutes to get from here to South Station, ballpark. Um, and not for nothing, I hate rushing, so I don't want to race out there to the train. But I think the time after that is almost 5. Yeah, it's like a whole hour. I gotta double check that before we get out of here. But we will see. And then I'll go back to my everyday, ordinary stuff. We are working on finalizing the video for part 3 of my Living with ALD video. I'm probably going to reshoot the whole thing again. Not that I didn't like the idea of it, I just didn't like, as you can find out now, I ramble sometimes. I'll just go on and on. And that's what happened. I went on, and then I went to go edit, and I went to go take things out, and it was, I didn't like it, so I just said, screw it. I postponed it for a little bit. Plus, when you start getting worked up and the emotions are running and whatnot, it just it's out of control. Hold on.
So I just wondered, remember we were just talking, you had mentioned you said you think it's some kind of a screw?
Yeah, your wheel well is probably something's loose, and so like but basically what it is, it's a splash guard.
A splash guard.
Yeah, it prevents water from getting up into your engines and electronics and stuff.
Okay.
So it sounds like, and again, this is speculating from what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Sounds like that it's broken, rubbing on the wheel. Something's rubbing on the wheel. And when you probably hear, do you hear it more when you slow down than when you go faster?
I think so, yeah.
Because when you're probably going faster, the wind's pushing it up out of the way, and when you're slowing down, it's drooping back onto the tire.
Okay.
And again, that's just without looking at it, speculations, etc.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, sometimes it makes a noise and sometimes it doesn't. It's very variable, especially if I go over a bump.
Yeah, so basically your wheel is now, because you have your shocks in there, moving your car, taking the bump, and when your wheel goes up and down, it's probably hitting it more. Whatever's out of whack. Yeah, there's got to be enough clearance between your tire and the wheel well and whatever's there is obviously drooped or hanging or something like that.
Okay, you said splash guard.
Yeah, I'd have them check underneath the wheel well area. Something under there is hanging.
Okay.
Whatever it is, I'm not quite sure.
Sure. Yep, that's exactly what it sounds like. So, wheel well with something loose, possible splash guard rubbing against tire.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's the nurse. She wanted mechanical advice. Oh man. So what was I saying? Finalizing the part 3 video. Yeah. I just, when your emotions are running, when you're feeling a certain type of way, you're trying to talk about things, trying to give an educational point of view of it, trying to do all that stuff. It's hard to really express yourself in a not professional, but in a manner that's it just doesn't, you're just not rambling on, you're just not going, or whatever the case may be. So, I guess I want to probably reshoot it, maybe add a few things. So I don't really know yet. Not quite sure, but we will find out in due time. Well, you guys will find out. You'll see the video Friday, regardless. It'll be out Friday, even if I am in love with it or I hate it. It will be out Friday. Um, and then we'll do a part 4, talking about the study and what it does, and um, etc. And then we'll we'll do. Hopefully by then, two things will happen. One, Rhode Island's semi-pause will be lifted, and we'll be able to go out and explore and do more things. And I really I plan, and it all depends on a few things, but I plan on getting a new drone, and a few other things, because I have a few ideas that I want to do with abandoned areas like Fort Wetherall and Fort Adams, and Nappertree Point has an old fort on there. And I would love to go explore those areas. And then I plan on getting my magnet fishing right now is kind of like in hiatus with the weather being the weather, cold, rainy. So I'm trying to play it by that. I'm trying to play that out by the weather. Whether I um, go magnet fishing on a cold day or a warmer day, we'll figure it out. But I want to get back into that. And then I got to think about. Plus, we've had a lot of rain, so I got to think about that too. It's another factor to think about. Also, we got to work on the river in Ashaway Park, Briggs Park in Ashaway. We have a lot to do there, a lot to do, and I'd like to try to get it done for spring, because I'd love to fish that river any way possible, um, and show people that that park's there. That park's there. Go enjoy it. Go have fun, and don't let it. Don't misuse it, pollute it, but do what you got to do. Go fishing, go swimming, go whatever. Um, all things that I'm working on in progress. Got a lot ahead of us. 2021 is going to be a busy year. I'm hoping it's a busy year, and I hope my one of my hopes with this channel is that you know I have a split group, if you will. One hand of it is ALD people, and the other end of it is people who like to magnet fish and go on adventures. And I like to try to show with the ALD group that I'm still able to still go on adventures and move and do what I have to do to not be stuck because of this illness. I'll do everything I can in my power to pave the way, but I don't want to be held back, if that makes sense. I think that's probably the best way to put it. And so I want to do a combination like that, where on one hand of it, I got my ALD guys, and I'm giving you updates and I'm showing you what you can do, and and what I'm doing to make the world a little bit better about this illness. And then I got my adventure seeking guys, like, hey, let's go out and magnifish. Let's go do this, that. So I got a good balance going. I got to balance each other out. So it will work out. I have a great feeling about it. I'm really looking forward to it. Just got to get through this cold, this winter. Um, little at a time, little at a time. Uh, but Hour and 10 minutes left. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to check out the train schedules. Sorry that the camera's moving a lot. I'm using the laptop camera, and the tables they gave you at the hospital, like they slide on the bed and they bouncy. So, all right, let's see here. Outbound to. Yeah, so there's two. One at 4, or the other one at 5:40. I'll be home around 7 o'clock. It all depends on what time I actually get out of here. Like I said, it's gonna take like I get out of here at 3. They take the last blood draw at 3:30. Then they gotta give me my medicine, all that fun stuff. So I probably won't get down. Then I gotta wait for the Uber. So I probably won't get down and load it up to maybe, let's say, quarter of. That takes what? Yeah, I'm not gonna make that train. I'm probably gonna have to take the 5:41. Just gonna have to hang out in Boston in another hour or so. Hmm. All right. Well, that's good to know. That's great to know. Well, it's funny. I was just reading a comment on my last video. Another guy who's part of the study um, also does YouTube, and he just made a comment saying, "What's with all these people doing YouTube?" I didn't do YouTube for this. I did YouTube for the adventures, the magnet fishing, the outdoor stuff. Um, this just morphed around my. Yeah, this morphed around it. Yeah, but I was doing something that I enjoyed. Um, not that this is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't mind talking about this. I love bringing light to it. If I can help pave the way, I mean, for my nephew in particular, but anybody who's got this illness or who's been associated with it, I'll lay bricks and I'll make it as easy as I can for everybody behind me to get to the next phase. But actually, I'm wondering something. Let me see if I can move this table back. Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe I won't hit it so much. Oh, as I just hit it. Let me see here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I hate this table. I truly hate this table. I'm so sorry of the motion sickness. This table is just so. Oh, what the heck is this? I'm not going to touch it. It does stuff. Last time I touched something that did something, it broke. Yeah, it's very pretty today. Pretty city was very pretty today. I love being in these tall 12, 13 floor, whatever floor we're on, 12th floor, and looking out at the Boston. It's just so pretty. You can see Boston. To me, looking at the city of Boston, especially in this area, is like looking at the rings on a tree or looking at an onion. And as the city grew and grew older, each part you could see the history. Oh, this is from the 1700s. Oh, this is from the 1800s, or and this is from the 1920s when industrial started picking up, and you can see history being um, um, loose in layers, working back to the modern tall building that you can see off in the distance. It's super pretty. I love it, and that's probably because I'm a history nerd too. I love history. You know, I always say if I could pick a time um, in my history to do anything, it would be it would be the 1800s, around Civil War. I like the idea of not having some technologies and stuff like that, but at the same token, if it didn't have it, we wouldn't be doing this. It's been a long day, long, long day. Got up this morning at 4. Had to get to the train. It's been a long day. Yeah, it's been a fun day. Get another hour of to my last blood drawn and mosey on home. Probably not going to get the early train. Probably going to stay the later one. So super, 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 super. Everything here it's been very nice. This room, I got this little cozy room to myself, a little bathroom, just like anything else. But they've been super friendly, super nice, doing all the stuff. Had fun. So we we're going to find out the initial study, the information behind that. I think she said in a couple months. So we're looking forward to that. I'd like to know, was I on the placebo? Because the medicine that I have now does not taste the same as it did. As it did. See where we are, and what time I get back to the train. I don't think I'm going to make it for the 4 o'clock train. It's too tight of a window. Everyone, I'm probably going to wrap this up. If you like the video, you can give it a big old thumbs up. Sorry the video was a little shaky. It's this table. But I'm going to wrap it up, head on out of here, and catch you guys in the next video. See ya.